Hello and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. And here we are yet again with Insensitive Jerk. Excuse me, DJ Insensitive Jerk, aka Father Kevin. Who's the other person? Is it Julia? Yes. Yeah, this is where we keep the real bad prisoners. Some of them still require, religious service, so I was hoping you could help. What does that even mean? We're close to the von Auslese family. Who's we? That's right, I forgot about this thing. Okay. So he knows, Father Kevin knows about some of these weird instruments that they've found in different places. So here's a little secret of lore. Not a secret, but just a little piece of lore. In this world, or on the continent of Zemuria, the church is tasked to keep some of these ancient artifacts that's been found. I don't know if it's agreed upon by everybody, but they've kind of taken upon themselves to essentially be the proctors, if you will, of these kind of ancient artifacts. Of course, different nations will still, try to use it for their own benefits, but officially, they're in charge of this. I'm super curious to see, as the different stories kind of go on, where this part of the story comes out. How much does the church actually know about these artifacts? How much do they know about the history of Zemuria and everything else that comes along with it? Because basically in all of the stories that we've seen so far, the church has been extremely passive. Like, they don't do anything. Every priest basically raises herbs on a part-time basis. And of course you have this guy. And he obviously knows a lot more than he lets on, so let's see where this goes. That's the other question. How did they manage to discover orbments? It was essentially created by Professor Epstein 50 years ago. And I wonder if he essentially stumbled upon the technology by studying ancient artifacts, or he came up with the thing kind of separately. Because we've made a lot of mentions in that these ancient artifacts work on a very similar principle as the orbments now. I don't. Enlighten me. So, where's the lever that allows me to turn the gate on? Or open? Gate open, yes. It's like the spirit realm. You can't go there until you're dead. You'll be stopped by the robotic Cerberus on your way there. Welcome back to Grand Cell, everybody. Oh, I'm sleepy today. Being on anything for half a day is tiring. That's not what I thought she was talking about, or she was thinking about, at least. Yeah, why don't you lay it all out, Annalise? She's going to be like the narrator of the story. I actually don't mind that. Well, too late now, you're halfway on it. I don't know if that's how you climb mountains. You don't really crawl. You kind of do like pull-ups. Of course, I'm no expert in mountain climbing. So if you are a mountain climber, please correct me. Yeah, that's how it works in the real world too. If you get a job, your training is paid. Of course, you know, real world job training doesn't try to kill you, but it's all the same thing. Still have to catch up to Annalise because she's F class and we're G class. Cassius taking himself out of the picture. Brigadier General, man. I'm sure General Morgan will be more than accommodating. Yes. Of course, he is, you know, the biggest celebrity to come out of the borough. In fact, you could call him basically the Justin Bieber of the borough. Very, very popular. A very convenient thing to give us harder things to fight by keeping the same map. They've grown an extra head, every single one of them. Undocumented monsters. Ruining everything, you know? I told you we should have built that wall. But the more important question is, are they now cuter too? She's still very adorable. It must be the queen's fault. She went over to the balcony and gave a speech, and all of the wildlife were very unhappy about that speech. Like, she didn't talk about us. We need to organize. We need to have representatives. We need to create our own political parties. Hey, it's Chera and Agate. It's a very odd combination here. Is there something that I don't know about? That's true. By the way, Annalise, I know where you can find king penguins. You should stick with us. I hope it doesn't involve us, because I don't know if I like... Wow. So much for that. Sounds like a fun job. Let me tell you about groping around in the dark. We had to do that around some boxes and run into those beetles. It's real annoying. Maybe that's part of the training. The groping in the dark part is actually a metaphor for our search for Ouroboros. Can't always count on the poeticness of Kurt. You know, that's the Eastern philosophy. You have warrior poets. I bet he sits around and writes haikus as well, while he's reading those war treatises of his. Okay, so we can't be with Annalise. I can't say that I'm not disappointed. Alright, who do we want to pick? Rock, paper, scissors. Of course I get to decide. I'm the protagonist. If I don't decide, who will decide? My style is to hit people for 0 damage. You figured that out already. You've been with me for an entire week. I mean month. I mean day? Who are you again? This is a tough decision, unexpectedly. So the thing is that I never really get to use either one of them very much in the first game. I had Shara for like the first chapter and a half, and then she left. And basically I never got to use her again. And Agate, you know, we had him in our party for just a little bit. So now we get to pick who we want, and I don't know. Shara, I kind of want to pick her for story reasons because, you know, if they're traveling together, they will be able to reminisce on the old days. And Agate for comedic reasons because I'm sure we'll get much more entertaining dialogues if I pick him. What, you think I was gonna pick based on, you know, fighting? It's not that kind of playthrough, my friends. We're not friends. I don't know. Let us pick Shara? No, Agate. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and let fate decide. Give me 1 second here. We're picking Agate. No, it's the best way and the only way to start this trip. I hope we argue as much as possible. So since I picked Agate, what I will do is turn Estelle into a caster character who can also tank a little bit, because she does have taunt. Ruin and Roland Bridge. Okay, so they're going back to Roland. Kinda was hoping that I get to go back there, but that's okay. I don't even remember what Ruin was like. It was not a particularly memorable town, unfortunately for me. I think Ruin is the one with the bridge, right? Yes. Oh, Estelle, I'm so happy to see you again. It's so sad that we had to part so soon. Well now, ta-ta! Don't fret yourself to loose ends. I think that has a, well, thanks. That's really reassuring. My connection to him. I've got the harmonica. Maybe I'll learn how to play it one day. Goodbye, Annalise, my best friend. You are my best friend, right? I see. Shara's weakness has been exposed. No, thank you. I hope we get her in our party again. Oh, don't worry about that, Annalise. We, I was kind of joking, you know, joke, right? Hahaha, joke. Agate must be going out of his mind right now. He's like, I don't know what to do with these people. Yes, yes, yes. Joshua? I don't remember who that is. Yes. Yes. What a letdown. Yes, analyst, lover of cute things, purveyor of social misunderstandings. How rude. Mr. Crossner. I don't think anybody's caught him by his last name. Speaking of which, we still don't know anything about Agate's background yet. They teased a lot of it in the first game, but they never really got anywhere. Of course, the same for Shara. So I wonder if the person you picked for this, you will kind of get some backstories with them as well. In which case, I am glad that I picked Agate, because we kind of know where Shara came from. Of course, there are a lot more to it, but like who gave her the pack of taro she carries around? It's very important questions. And does she even know how to do fortune telling? It's also a very important question. That doesn't sound like you, Agate. Well, thanks for understanding. Yep. Okay, what level is he now? He is level 42, so we're basically on his level. And of course, his attack is like 200 points higher than mine. I love to remind ourselves of, of our inadequacies. Okay, let's put a night goggle on him. Take the glove gear. It's very well suited for you. 317 defense. So she's just basically worse in every single aspect. But I think we can do something about that in Ruin once we get there. In the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you.